Yeah, I wrote one line of code and didn't even make production. That was a 3-month internship. 33 and he hit 2 million.
Not bad.
If I could do something else, I would rather do that if it paid me the same, but it can't, so I just gotta do it.
I think I would literally lose my mind if I sat through 10 meetings a day.
Help! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. If you haven't heard about Blind, it's where the tech community anonymously discusses whatever's on their mind. Salaries, layoffs, and if a visa to the United States is enough to get a beautiful wife. Today, we check out the homepage and see what people are talking about. And remember, there's only one rule. TC or GTFO. First up, we have Google is fucked. Many people are leaving after their bonuses on March 1st. Googlers are frustrated with the past layoffs, increasing politics, new management, influences from Amazon. This is probably the pip culture. And clueless leadership directions. There'll be a massive exodus of talents and gaps.
Googlers are frustrated with layoffs, politics, and influences from Amazon. Do you think that these bigger companies, Google, Meta, they've been doing more layoffs and have churn and doing increased PIP, stuff like that? Do you think that this is true? Like, is it a symptom?
I think it's definitely true. Companies are much more focused on their bottom line, profit, cutting costs, being efficient, all that stuff, just because the market isn't conducive to it. So you can't just like go out there and just make a bunch of money. You have to like earn it. But I think it's a up and down. And so at some point it'll be easy to make money again. SaaS will be booming. Everyone will be happy, and then they'll stop caring as much.
And do you think that this is the end of a golden age for tech in the sense of live to work, don't work to live? Because Amazon, right, when they say influences from Amazon, what I'm thinking is Amazon is notoriously one of the biggest tech companies that work you really hard. They have this really strict PIP culture. The most you get is a free banana at work, and even those they're getting rid of in a lot of locations.
I think you have to pay for those.
I think you have to pay for the bananas. That's rough.
Yeah, it's like 30 cents a banana.
And these other companies are seeing Amazon continue to do well, and they're taking away free food and benefits and making you work harder, increasing like the strictness of their semi-annual reports, stuff like that.
It's interesting though, because once you get rid of culture, like even if Amazon today started giving free food, it would take so long for people to come around or even believe it or trust it. So if someone like Google or Meta gets rid of perks, starts firing, there's a pip culture, bottom 15% goes, even when tech rebounds, the brand that they had wouldn't be different.
It is so easy for companies or just people to take things away and not give it back. For example, airlines, right? They used to give free meals on airlines, and then they took it away saying that they were, for cost, right? They couldn't afford it anymore. But those things never came back. It's very easy to take benefits away.
Yeah.
And then once people become used to it, it just never comes back.
And then in almost stark contrast, we have someone asking how to find peace after a breakup. Poor guy. Just broke up with my girlfriend. She was with me for 6+ years. I'm a man in my late 30s. Always heard it was simple for a man to break up and woman goes through all the emotionals, but in my case, complete opposite. I'm sure my girlfriend is happy.
I think it's so funny when people post stuff like this online. Where's the TC?
True. And how much did she take? That's a real question. How much did she take, man? Find your Help! Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. A certified classic, software engineering salaries. Engineers should simply ask for higher salaries. It's a shame that they're banging their head against weird bugs and do exercises only to make 10% more. Is it really only 10% more than PMs and TPMs? There's no way. Okay, so L4 is a product manager 1. So this is entry level, but not right out of college because that would be associate. So this is maybe like 2-3 years of experience?
Okay, I mean, it says L4, so we can just compare it to L4.
Okay, 238,645 is the average. And I'm gonna guess Google at L4 is going to be
about the same.
Damn, maybe we should go into PM.
I personally could never be a PM. You just sit through too many meetings. I think I would literally lose my mind if I sat through 10 meetings a day.
But I think it's definitely easier to get promoted as a PM than it is a dev at higher levels. Because like a senior or a principal PM is doing the same amount of work as a junior PM. They're just like better at it, or they've done it for more time.
It's kind of like high risk, high reward. Because when things do go well, they'll be like, you're the PM that led the project. Like, you did great. When things go poorly, it's really hard to correct. Well, as a dev, when things go poorly, you can just fix it, right? You have the capability to fix it.
And offers should be set to at least 30% extra. I mean, this dude's definitely a dev, right? HR, recruiters, PMs are overpaid. Despite their salaries, you run the industry. I'm fine with giving sales guys good pay. Not sure about marketing. Damn, this dude just...
Sweet intern. All right, I'll tell you one thing. A sweet intern does not do more than a project manager ever.
Dude, this looks like it does more than the sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah. Can you tell me what you did your Microsoft internship?
Yeah, I wrote one line of code and didn't even make production. That was a 3-month internship. Dude, I miss that team. Personal, bro, I love you, bro. I miss my manager, man. Amazon, some dude just took 7 weeks of vacation. No way, bro. Ain't no way.
7 weeks vacation.
How's that possible? He has 1 year and 2 months years of experience in L4. Asking to know if I can do the same.
TC 200. We know the TC.
He took medical leave and didn't want to talk about it. Damn, dude. As a European, I take 5 weeks every summer and 1 week in February to go skiing. Sometimes I take another week without pay in the fall or spring. Love this about Europeans. They enjoy life. Americans, all slave of money.
That's true.
During the dot-com bust, which is the early 2000s, plenty of coworkers left tech entirely. They went to law school, dental school, nursing. Like if they're laid off, a lot of people do leak code and try to get a job. I've never thought about why don't they just go to law school or med school. I mean, of course, you're much older and have a family, it's harder. But for people like our age, like let's say 23, 24, 25, even 26, like, you know, you're under 30, you can go to school for 2 years and get another job. You can search professions like this, go to business school for 2 years and become a consultant.
Despite all of these layoffs, tech is still the place where you have the potential to make the most money. And even if you get laid off from Google, you can go and work at another company that needs software engineers. Every single company today needs software engineers. Like you would go to Chevron and be a software engineer. If you get no other jobs, it's still a pretty solid job. You'll get a pretty good TC. You'll live a good life. And it's better than going to law school for like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, however much it is.
Oh, also, I guess there's bias. Like this comment is so right. There's probably a lot, we just don't talk about it because once you leave tech, you probably leave blind. And the culture in all those is not like this, where it's so open, so...
I have a couple of friends that went to med school, like they did CS in college and they decided they wanted to be a doctor. But they didn't ever really work in tech and they didn't leave tech because of the downturn. They left because they decided they wanted to be doctors. What would you do? I genuinely don't know what I would do. Like,
I think about this a lot. Like, do you feel like your job gives you purpose? I mean, I've resigned to the fact that I don't care if my job gives me purpose anymore. I want the rest of my life to give me purpose. But we do spend 8, 9, let's say 10 hours on a really stressful day doing this thing that brings me no purpose or fulfillment. It could be satisfying. It could be intellectually interesting. But most of the time, I'm like, honestly, if I could do something else, I would rather do that if it paid me the same, but it can't, so I just got to do it.
Yeah, I guess I feel similarly. It is, I'm glad that my job is intellectually stimulating enough. I find it interesting enough. Just looking through logs, trying to find the error, why your container crashed, is not that fun. I highly doubt anyone finds that gives them purpose.
Right, exactly. Now we have a guy who claims he just became a multimillionaire. Let's fact check this. Dude, became a multimillionaire today.
Okay, he just hit 2 million today.
How old is he? 33 and he hit 2 million.
Not bad.
Years of experience, 6 point something something. So it's like a diary entry. I'm not sure if I'm happier. I do sleep slightly better at night. I attribute mostly to luck. Hard work may have placed less than a 10%.
Where does this person work?
Google. Well, he works at Google now. Do you think he was there all 6 years? Maybe. No, but like, dude, you couldn't have graduated college, been at Google for 6 years, and hit 2
they're 33. That means they got in the industry at 27.
Then he got a master's degree, and then what? Stock just went up. He bet on the right stocks. You don't get to 2 million in 6 years like that. You just don't. Okay, how is your TC growth? TC has grown from 150 to 350. At his peak, dude, that would take almost 10 years of work post-tax to hit 2 million. What are your hobbies? Ukulele? I think the stock market. Okay, I think that must be it. He bet on the right stock. And probably doubled his money.
I mean, he probably has a lot of Google stock.
Because 1 million and 6 makes sense. And then if you double 1 million, it's 2. That was about it. Thanks, bro. All right, everyone. I will see you later. Cheers.